This is the talk show that takes a no-holds-barred approach to politics, where truth and integrity are the standard and the Constitution honored. From Renaissance Studios, this is Champion News Talk Radio.
Good morning and welcome to a very special edition of Champion News Talk Radio. We're brought to you by championnews.net, and we're your choice for the conservative voice. This is Carol Parisi. Today, our founder, Jack Roeser, and myself have a very informed and educated guest from Stop Common Core, Illinois, Ms. Erin Raasch. And good morning, Jack. How are you today?
I'm feeling really great about this. Folks, what we've got are representatives of people that are interested and working to repel this rotten idea of a Common Core standard at low standard. We're all upset, and there's representatives of about 14 or 15 different areas in the room here today, and they represent the leaders that have sprung up on this and other issues, and their opinions are really important. What Champion News does is publicize the workings of independent leaders from all over the state, and God love you for it. And if we can help you with publicity or help with the way you get low-cost literature and other political things that you may not yet be acquainted with, we can help you out. But these are a bunch of independent people that got a lot of guts, and they've jumped on this problem. Erin, you've been a leader in this thing. Do you want to take over and introduce people and particularly tell them what Common Core is all about?
Sure. Well, Erin, thank you for joining us, but we do have our studio audience, and would you like us to introduce everybody?
Yes.
We'll go through,
everybody is important.
If everyone could just say your name, where you're from, and why you're here. Don't even say why you're here. We all know why you're here. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Mark Weyermuller from Chicago, and I'm a father of 3 and a small business owner.
Nicole Haas with Smart Girl Politics and author of the children's book Freedom Bee.
John Hilt, Round Lake Beach. I'm a member of the Citizens Action Group Awaken America, Palatine Chapter.
My name is Fred London. I'm from Plainfield, Illinois. I'm a member of the Homer Lockport Tea Party.
Hi, I'm Jackie Sheehan, and I'm from Awaken America.
Good morning. Darlene Sharpe. I represent West Suburban Patriots. We're a very large Tea Party group in the western suburbs.
Tina Fiteros with Awaken America.
Bob Black from Mount Prospect Tea Party.
Kim Hilgeman, Awaken America.
Jackie Menconi, Director of Operations at Awaken America.
Claire VanHorne, DuPage Tea Party, and also Honest Elections, Illinois.
Oxymoron, Honest Elections, Illinois.
Allie Cain, retired in Schaumburg, but attend the Arlington Heights Tea Parties and anything that's Republican in Schaumburg.
I'm Susie Ejzak, a Palatine. I'm a member of Awaken America, Palatine, and Rick Santorum's Patriot Voices.
Lenny Jarrett, editor of Champion News.
And that is our panel today, our part of our forum. And Erin, thank you. And I guess the biggest question a lot of us have, and tell me if I'm wrong, audience, what is Common Core?
Okay, well, Common Core is really 3 things. It's a new set of learning standards. It's a new form of data collection on students, teachers, and their families. And it's also a new set of standardized tests. So really it's the fundamental transformation of education. That's not the way it was sold to people, but when you wrap together all the various programs that came through, that's the end result. None of us asked for Common Core. It was developed by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They gave money to the National Governors Association and the Council of Chief State School Officers, which are both Washington, D.C. lobbying firms, to develop basically the fundamental transformation of our education. And when President Obama had the stimulus bill, he went ahead and put an earmark out there with the Department of Education, and they dangled it in front of the states, and they called it Race to the Top funds. And they said that if you want your Race to the Top funds, there's little strings attached. And those little strings are the Common Core state standards, the Common Core new standardized testing, and also this massive database that collects information on children from, in Illinois, at 24 hours old through age 20, their parents and their teachers. And also, there was no vote on this. Quinn just filled out the application to apply for the Race to the Top funds. We ended up winning those funds, not enough to pay for Common Core, but enough to start implementing it. And so most of your state legislators in Springfield may know a little bit. They may have heard the words Common Core. Maybe they heard a few things about the new teacher evaluations or the database, but they never voted for it. They never had public comment.
They heard about the money that comes.
That's right. That check that we got, the Race to the Top funds here, Illinois, we know it's broke. The schools didn't have the money to begin with, so I doubt the ink even dried on that check. They ran right to the bank and cashed it, and they worried about the consequences later. So
this is a national concept about how to teach all of the children in the public education system in this country. Standardized, Common Core, yeah, it's real common.
Yeah, it's a little bit like No Child Left Behind, but it's on steroids. No Child Left Behind, every state got to create their own standards. This is nationalized. So, you know, that right there just seems insane to me. If we couldn't get all the kids in Chicago, Peoria, and Carbondale all to have the same outcome, why on earth does anyone think that you could have children in New York State, California, you know, New Orleans, Chicago, all to have the same outcome? The standards generally are dumbed down. They've rearranged when children learn things. In order to be able to standardize, obviously they have to bring them down. They mostly the learning is now computerized. And what's really different about this is that they're collecting data about families and children, their demographics. The federal government allows them to collect things like mental health, if your parents are Republican or a Democrat, what religious affiliation they have, a lot of personal information. And then there's algorithms in the computer that change what your child sees on their screen, and they're learning online all the time. We don't know what changes they'll make. If you're an African American child with low income, what materials do you see compared to an affluent white child in the suburbs? We don't know. The data is sitting in the cloud on the internet, and these apps, meaning the programs that they use in the class, will go into that data, pull out information out of your child's school record and their performance data, and determine what they see and what they learn in class. So it's very hard as a parent to even know what your child will be learning or how these programs are set up to customize your child's learning experience. The teacher is no longer in charge of that. The other thing that's a little odd about this technology is some of them are tablets that actually have cameras in them that watch your child. And if your child's eyes wander, a little teacher comes out on the tablet and says, you're not looking at your materials. A little bad teacher picture pops up. So your child is monitored electronically through this data. It's really the fundamental change. It's not just the standards. It's how it's taught, what is taught, who sees what. And we're not getting answers on this huge question about this entire new way of learning.
You know, this fits in with the quotation from one of the presidents of the NEA, that's National Education Association, that Forbes called the National Extortion Association. But the president of it some years ago said, it's our duty to educate the children of the new society to become good citizens, meaning they were all to march to the same tune. This is what's been sold for many years by these socialist people that are presently leading our government. A national standard for educating our kids, I can't believe that that is any good for any family.
And how has it been working so far? I can't wait till Erin comes back. She's going to be back. We're going to have questions from our studio audience. And Jack, national standards, common or uncommon? Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. Don't go away. This is a great show. Do you have a printing emergency or just need a fast quality printing for a reasonable price? Go to print911.com.